Alright, let's kick this off with Jujutsu Kaisen, or JJK for short. If you haven't heard of it, you must be living under a rock. This anime and manga series by Akutamis is blowing up everywhere. It's all about Yuji Itadori, a high school kid who ends up eating a cursed object and gets sucked into a wild world of jujutsu sorcerers. Whether you're new to anime or a seasoned fan, JJK offers something thrilling at every turn. So if you're ready, let's explore 22 killer facts about JJK that you probably missed. Fact 1. The series almost didn't continue. Hey, did you know Jujutsu Kaisen almost got the axe? Yeah, no joke. Akutami originally planned to end the series after just 4 chapters. Can you imagine if it stopped there? Luckily, his editor was like, nah bro, keep going, this has potential. So shout out to that editor for saving our beloved series. It's wild to think we almost missed out on all the epic battles and crazy plot twists. Sometimes all you need is that one person to believe in you. And thank goodness Akutami listened. Fact 2. The original name. Here's a fun one. Jujutsu Kaisen wasn't always called Jujutsu Kaisen. The original name was Tokyo Metropolitan Curse Technical School. Sounds like a mouthful, right? It was Akutami's editor who suggested the current name. And let's be real, it's way catchier and cooler. Imagine trying to tell your friends about a show with that long name. The change definitely helped in grabbing people's attention. Editors really do make a difference. Fact 3. Life or death in the early stages. Jujutsu Kaisen was almost cancelled, and Akutami had a crazy backup plan. If the series got canned, Yuji would die for real in the cursed womb arc, like permanently dead. But if it continued, Yuji's death would be a shocking plot twist. Thankfully, the series picked up steam and avoided the chop. It's intense knowing how close we were to losing Yuji so early on. This just shows how much pressure mangakas are under. The stakes were high right from the start. Fact 4. Hidden popularity factors. Early on, Jujutsu Kaisen wasn't as popular in Weekly Shonen Jump. It was kind of struggling to find its footing. Then came the Cursed Womb arc, and boom, things changed. Fans really connected with the storyline and characters. This arc gave the series the boost it needed to survive. It's a reminder of how quickly things can turn around. Sometimes it just takes the right story at the right time. And for JJK, that arc was a game changer. Fact 5. Inspirations from Bleach Gege. Akutami took a lot of inspiration from Bleach, especially for character deaths. He loved how Tita Kubo handled them, making each one impactful. Akutami wanted to bring that same vibe to Jujutsu Kaisen. You can totally see the Bleach influence if you look closely. It's cool how creators inspire each other across different series. Akutami even mentioned Bleach when talking about how to introduce new characters. It's like a homage to one of his faves. So next time you see a dramatic death in JJK, think Bleach. Fact 6. Controversial low pay for voice actors. This one's kinda shocking. English voice actors for Jujutsu Kaisen 0 were paid just $150. Yep, you heard that right. Kaiji Tang and Aniris Kinonis revealed the insanely low pay for their roles. It sparked a lot of controversy and backlash. Fans were outraged that such talented actors were underpaid. It just shows the darker side of the anime industry. Hopefully this brings more attention to fair pay for voice actors. They deserve way more for their amazing work. Fact 7. Toxic work environment at Mappa. The studio behind JJK has faced some serious accusations. Animators have talked about overwork and underpayment. One even tweeted that episode 17 of season 2 was only 30% of their vision. That tweet got deleted fast. It's crazy to think about the pressure these animators are under. Despite the awesome end product, there's a lot of stress behind the scenes. This really highlights the need for better working conditions in the industry. Respect to the animators for their hard work. Fact 8. Realistic family names. Ever noticed how unique the character names are in Jujutsu Kaisen? Akutami chose rare family names on purpose. For instance, Itadori, Fushiguro, and Kugisaki are super uncommon in Japan. Only a few hundred or thousand people have these names. It adds a special touch to the characters. It's like they stand out even more in the story. Plus, it's pretty cool trivia to drop on your friends. Next time you watch, remember those names are rare gems. Fact 9. References to classic films. JJK is packed with references to classic movies. Like when Yuji watches a film similar to The Lord of the Rings. There's also a Castaway reference with Yuji mimicking Tom Hanks. These nods are so fun to spot. It shows Akutami's love for movies and pop culture. Plus, it adds an extra layer for fans to enjoy. Keep an eye out for more movie references as you watch. It's like a mini treasure hunt in each episode. Fact 10. Hidden visual details and openings. The first opening of Season 1 has some awesome hidden details. Remember the picnic scene? It's actually a reference to Claude Monet's painting Lunch on the Grass. And as the season goes on, new characters get added to the scene. It's such a clever way to update the opening. Watching it evolve is pretty cool. It's like a little art history lesson mixed into the anime. Keep an eye out for how it changes. Openings can be more than just catchy songs. Fact 11. References to the Raid 2. The fight scenes in JJK are epic, and some have cool inspirations. The Chozo vs. Yuji fight during the Shibuya incident arc was inspired by The Raid 2. That's right, one of the best action films out there. Akutami wanted to bring that same intense energy. You can see the influence in the choreography. It's wild and brutal just like in the movie. This just proves how much thought goes into each fight scene. Akutami knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats. Fact 12. Connections to Yu Yu Hakusho. Gege Akutami is a big fan of Yoshihiro Togashi's work. You can see the influence of Yu Yu Hakusho in Jujutsu Kaisen, especially in the character development and story arcs. It's like a modern take on some classic themes. Akutami's love for Togashi's work really shines through. It's awesome to see how past series inspire new ones. Yu Yu Hakusho fans can definitely spot the similarities. It's a nice nod to one of the greats in anime history. Fact 13. Akutami's favorite character. Here's a fun fact. Akutami's favorite character is Nanami. Even though he initially liked Toji for his aesthetics, Nanami won his heart. Nanami's role in the story is just so impactful. It's cool to know who the creator's fave is. It gives a bit more insight into the character's importance. Nanami's definitely a fan favorite too. His story and development are top-notch. Knowing Akutami loves him makes us appreciate Nanami even more. Fact 14. Real-life inspirations for Yuji. Yuji Itadori was inspired by Akutami's older brother. His brother was super talented in both sports and academics. Akutami wanted to capture that same vibe in Yuji. It's cool to see how real-life influences shape characters. Yuji's drive to help people also reflects this inspiration. It makes him feel more relatable and grounded. Knowing this gives us a deeper connection to Yuji. He's got a real-life hero as his foundation. Fact 15. Unpopular female designs. Akutami admits he's not great at drawing women. He avoids making ladylike characters on purpose. This results in unique but unconventional designs. Some fans might find them less appealing, but it's Akutami's style. He didn't want to draw sexy or graceful characters. Instead, he focused on making them strong and relatable. It's refreshing to see different types of female characters. They break the mold in a genre full of cliches. Fact 16. Gojo's 6 eyes. Explained. Gojo's 6 eyes are a major part of his character. They let him see cursed energy in crazy detail. Even through his blindfold, it's like high-res thermography. It's a wild ability that sets him apart. The blindfold isn't just for looks, it's functional. Without it, processing all that info would be exhausting. Akutami put a lot of thought into this. It's these little details that make the characters so interesting. Gojo's powers are as cool as they are complex. Fact 17. Sukuna's historical roots. Sukuna's character draws from various Japanese legends, but Akutami didn't make him historically accurate. He mixed different urban legends and occult stories. This way, he avoided criticism for inaccuracies. It also made Sukuna more unique. His name might be the same, but his story is all Akutami. This blend of myths makes Sukuna even more intriguing. It's a clever way to create a memorable villain. Fact 18. Popularity poll manipulation. Here's a funny one. Akutami once joked about a popularity poll. He told fans to vote for Nanami instead of Gojo. And guess what? Gojo's rank dropped from 1st to 3rd. Fans actually listened to Akutami. It shows how much influence the creator has. Plus, it's just a fun little moment. Akutami has a great sense of humor. These polls are more than just numbers. They're a way for fans to connect with the creator. Fact 19. The manga author's no character policy. Akutami made sure no character represents him in JJK. He doesn't want any character to resemble his persona. This keeps the story and characters independent. It's a conscious decision to avoid self-insertion. Akutami wants the focus on the story, not himself. It's a pretty unique approach. Most creators have at least a bit of themselves in their work, but Akutami is all about the characters he's created. Fact 20. Most refunded game. JJK's fighting game Cursed Clash set a record, but not a good one. It became the most refunded game in just 4 days. Over 100,000 refunds, that's insane. Fans were not happy with the game at all. It's a bummer considering how awesome the series is. Hopefully, future games will be better. This one's a lesson in not rushing out a product. Quality is key, especially for something as beloved as JJK. Fact 21. Gojo's blindfold evolution. Gojo's blindfold wasn't always the sleek black fabric we see now. In Jujutsu Kaisen, he originally wore white bandages. Akutami found drawing the bandages every week to be a hassle, so he switched to the black blindfold for simplicity. This change also gave Gojo a more mysterious and cool look. Fans quickly got used to the new style. It's a small but interesting evolution in Gojo's design. And honestly, who doesn't love the black blindfold look? Fact 22. Akutami's horror film inspiration. Gege Akutami is a huge fan of horror films. This love for horror heavily influences the dark and eerie atmosphere of JJK. For example, the human earthworm film in the series is based on the human centipede. Akutami's fascination with horror movies adds a unique twist to the series. It brings an extra layer of creepiness to the cursed spirits. Plus, it makes for some really intense and scary moments. If you're a horror fan, you can definitely appreciate these influences in JJK. These are the top 22 most shocking and surprising facts about Jujutsu Kaisen that you probably missed. It's crazy to think how much goes on behind the scenes, and how many hidden gems are tucked away in our favorite series. If you enjoyed these facts, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And hey, if you want a part 2 with even more mind-blowing facts, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay cursed.